Well, hey there, and happy Wednesday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club Live. Step inside the lounge, grab your drink of choice, and settle in. Here at Dave's After Dark, we stir up memories and we test your smarts. And maybe, just maybe, we might teach you something new along the way. Now, we do go live most Sundays and usually on Wednesdays like tonight as well, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Now, when the doors swing open and the lights go down low, that's when the trivia starts to flow. While our robots quickly paint each scene, I will serve up the clues and you will take your best guesses as we'll move through tonight's 3 categories. First, we'll be doing the top 20 John Wayne movies. That should be some fun and surprisingly challenging. That was a long time ago. Next, we will visit the top 20 celebrity chefs of all time. And I'd say that's about 50-50. 50 you're going to know, 50 are going to be tough. And then finally, we are going to do the top 20 tragic Hollywood actresses. So Hollywood actresses that had tragedies in their lives. And again, kind of tough probably. Good luck. This isn't just a trivia show, it's a fast-paced gauntlet of art, memory, and mystery. Let's see how many you can guess before the brush finishes the final stroke. Now, I wanted to quickly mention our sponsor, davidhansenart.com. That's me. I've got a website, and you can also get to it from my channel page. And this is where you can find our live show's cover art, like what you've been seeing above me and around me, and related art and merchandise, all for your enjoyment. Now be sure to check in down in the chat. Say hello. This is where you'll be throwing out your guesses, or you might just be hanging out with the rest of the crew. Let's see who we got. Doctor's in the house. Sandra, Arena. The early birds have arrived. All right, well, let's let no grass grow, and let's fire up that first round. Let me find the file, and we'll get it going. Okay, now this is where I tell you that you already know the rules. The robots are the ones who do the painting, and that means you guys have to do the guessing. And I will give you some clues that tonight in particular will probably be very helpful. So here we go. We're going to go back in time and we're going to do the top 20 John Wayne movies. John Wayne movies. Number 20. Here we go. Now this film was John Wayne's directorial debut. He was starred in it too. He retells a pivotal moment in Texas independence. Patriotic fervor pulses through every cannon blast. Now, critics felt it was more flag-waving than filmmaking. I think that was a complaint of a lot of John Wayne films, right? He was a little too patriotic sometimes. I gave you some good clues there already. Now, Wayne plays Davy Crockett at the doomed fortress. Huh? Oh, Doctor knows. Doctor knows. That's right. This is the Alamo. This is the Alamo. Now, this is all the way back in 1960. I think it was in color. This picture just happens to be in black and white. Promotion picture. Wayne sunk his own money into this production, building a full-scale replica of the Alamo in Texas. Sounds fun. All right, that's number 20. The Alamo. The Alamo. I think you'll notice the little videos get better and better every week. Hopefully you'll enjoy those. All right, number 19. These first few are probably pretty tough. I'm going to give you the date. Help you out. 1959. 1959 for this one. Now, this is set during the Civil War, but it was shot like a cavalry parade. It's based on a real Union raid deep into Confederate territory. So it's a Civil War flick. Civil War flick. Now, this is John Ford. John Ford directs, adding gravitas and grit. Now, in this one, Wayne's character is all business. Little backstory. Now, does anybody know this one? I've heard of this. This is not True Grit. Yeah, it looks like True Grit there. This one has grit. This is not True Grit. He plays Colonel Marlowe, leading troops behind enemy lines. Not the searchers. Hang on to that. That may come up. Oh, True Grit may come up too. Oh, there are no bad answers tonight, but the more common ones are probably a little lower in the list. I've heard of this one though. I've heard this is one of his better films. This was the only Ford-Wayne collaboration set during the Civil War. It's called The Horse Soldiers. The Horse Soldiers. There you go. There he is. A horse soldier. Learn something every day on Dave's After Dark. All right, now I've heard of this one. 1963. 1963. I think I've seen it. Rerun on TV. It's the closest Wayne ever came to slapstick. Got some comedy in it. It features a legendary mud fight and a lot of yelling. And this picture, when you see the full picture, is a kick. You couldn't get away with this anymore. This film could not be made. This is the Battle of the Sexes comedy dressed in cowboy boots. Sparks fly with Maureen O'Hara, and so do fists. Wayne stars as the grumpy, brawling title rancher. All right, so this is not The Quiet Man. This was a comedy, and there he is spanking Maureen O'Hara, which I don't think you get away with that anymore, could you? Now, this was inspired by Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew. It's the Western that didn't take itself too seriously. I know, and the robots wouldn't animate it that way though. They wouldn't animate it. McClintock was the name of this. McClintock. And I think he actually spanks multiple women during the show. Pretty funny. Little comedy relief. All right, number 17. Let's get back to a more Western. Now, this is 1971. A little bit older John Wayne. This Western is rough, raw, and surprisingly violent. Wayne rides to the rescue of a kidnapped grandson. It's the Old West meets Dirty Harry in tone. It features Wayne's real-life son playing his on-screen son. Now, that's a bit of interest. No, this one's not True Grit either. If you keep saying that, though, Sandra, you know you're gonna get it right. Not to shoot us. Keep saying that one. You may be right sometime too. This is number 17. So we're not into those real. That's the big money. That True Grit and the Shoot Us. Those are the big money. He plays the titular aging gunslinger out for justice. Despite being set in 1909, the film includes motorcycles and automatic weapons, an Old West on the edge edge of modernity. Cowboys is a good guess, but incorrect. This one was called Big Jake. Big Jake, 1971. There he is, Big Jake. Big Jake. I'm glad the robots have stumped you with a couple of these, because you're going to get most of them. Number 16. Number 16. This one is 1966. Brad's in the house. What's going on, man? A gunman and a drunken sheriff must save a town. It's basically Rio Bravo with a different reasoning. Now, this is Howard Hawks returns to familiar territory. That's 1966. Robert Mitchum tags in for Dean Martin. Wayne plays Cole Thornton, suave and lethal. Now, though critics noted the similarities to Rio Bravo, fans embraced it as a spiritual sequel with its own swagger. So some say this was the sequel to Rio Bravo, 1966. That's a tough one, huh? Not the searchers, but if you keep saying it, it's gonna come true. Maybe a while. This is El Dorado. El Dorado. Google that. Look at that horse. Not bad animation, huh? No. Pretty good. All right, number 15. Number 15. Now let's change gears. Changing gears. This film has more stars than Hollywood Walk of Fame. This is the D-Day, as told from every possible angle. So this was the movie that was just in-depth D-Day landing. Wayne steps out of the Western genre into war boots. He plays a real-life paratrooper with grit and guile. He's portraying Lieutenant Colonel Vandervoort, and he's cool under fire. All right, who knows the D-Day movie? That's definitely not The Searchers. That's a cowboy movie. Who knows? Storming Normandy is what it's about. Not the name of the movie. 1962. No, it's pretty well known. There you go. It's Stuart's in the house and taking it for the team. Thank you, Stuart. Yes, it is The Longest Day. The Longest Day is correct. Wayne performed with a broken rib after an onset injury. There you go. I knew Stuart would be here for the John Wayne. We're only down to number 14, so we still got quite a few. We're not into the big hot ones yet. Now this movie's name is also my nickname in high school. How's that? That's not going to help anybody but Brad. A drifter with a dog walks into Apache country. It's part Western, part survival story. Wayne sports buckskin instead of his unusual spurs. His usual spurs. All right, this is the one where he goes into Apache country. He defends a widow and her son from raiders. Wayne plays the iconic, deadly somebody. His last name's Lane, but the movie is his first name. This was one of the first 3D Westerns. What? Though most audiences saw it in regular format due to projection issues. Yeah, this is 1953, so no doubt. Very good, guys. Brad, Stuart, you both got it. Very good. That's correct. Now, all the way back in 53. How about that? Hondo. Hondo! I used to hear that quite a bit on the basketball court. All right. Let's go to 13. I had the number 17 in high school, Brad, and that was Don Havlicek from the Boston Celtics. Was number 17, and his name was Hondo. There you go. All right, 13. World War II was raging when this hit theaters. This actually came out in World War II. Wayne plays a pilot before America officially enters the war. It was set in China. It's about volunteer airmen fighting the Japanese in China. Less gunslinging, more dogfighting. All right, let's see. Who knows this one? This is not Kon-Tiki. Hey, Rob. Yeah, John Havlicek. That was me. I was a small forward. Flying Tigers is correct, Stuart. Good job. Flying Tigers, 1942. The real Flying Tigers were American pilots flying for China's Air Force. They were heroes before Pearl Harbor. There he is. I was mentioning, Stuart, that the little movies get better and better each week. So, kind of notice that. They're getting better each week. And that's just because the technology is getting better every week. Number 12. All right, let's see if you can get this one. No pistols here, just tranquilizer darts and rhinos. So this is on safari. It's shot in Tanzania. It's part documentary, part buddy flick. Wayne leads a crew capturing wild animals for zoos. Who knows this one? It's oddly soothing until the charging buffalo arrive. He plays a guy named Sean Mercer, and he's cool under African pressure. It wasn't called. Oh, there you go. Sandra has it. Sandra has it. Yeah. Sandra has it, and Doctor, you were on the right track. It sounds like Dakari, but it's Hatari. That's correct. 1962. Henry Mancini's score includes the iconic tune "Baby Elephants Walk," which became a jazz standard. That sounds really familiar. You guys hum a few bars for me? The Baby Elephants Walk. We're gonna have to play that afterwards. Baby Elephants Walk. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff they did in these movies. Were you here, Stuart, for the one where he spanks the women in the movie? With Clintock. You couldn't get away with that now. Number 11. It's Wayne in a mustache, and he's in a melancholy mood. Retirement looms for his cavalry captain. This is one of John Ford's most poetic, painterly westerns. I like that. Technicolor skies stretch across Monument Valley. This would have been filmed over in my neck of the woods in southern Utah. I don't know if you guys knew it, but I lived there for quite a while too. There it is. He's got some Monument Valley scenes in the background there. Wayne plays Captain Nathan Brittles Weary but noble. Weary but noble. Anybody remember this one? Technicolor. Is this the one with Roman Gabriel? It may be the one with Roman Gabriel, but I don't remember that. Roman Gabriel's the Indian, right? Does anybody know who Roman Gabriel is besides me and Brad? Probably not. He's the former quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams. Played in India. This is called She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. This is all the way back in 1949, so I don't blame you for not getting it. Okay. Hey, we're into the top 10. You guys ready for the top 10? All right, here we go. Now, this one would be easier if it had the 4 characters. 4 brothers reunite after mother's funeral. That's a key clue. I think this one has Dean Martin, some other people in it. 65. So yeah, prime Dean Martin, John Wayne. Wayne brings quiet intensity as the eldest sibling. Family drama meets shoot 'em up action. Not True Grit. Keep trying now. And not The Searchers. It's not. We're getting closer though, right? We're in the top 10, so it's gonna come up soon. He plays John Elder seeking justice for his family. So 4 brothers reunite at their mother's funeral. Anybody remember the name of this one? 1965. Despite playing brothers, Wayne was nearly 30 years older than most of his co-stars. Yeah, you know. Yeah, there you go. There you go. The Songs of Katie Elder. That's correct. 1965. There it is. The Songs. He doesn't look 30 years older. All right. All right, Sandra. Everybody's gonna get this one. One eye, no nonsense, and a whole lot of grit. That's too good a clue, Robot. He rides with a teenage girl on a revenge mission. There's a snake pit, a Texas Ranger, and a lot of whiskey. All right, Sandra. Good job. Stuart. Tucker. There we go. This role finally won him that elusive Oscar. Now, did you know that? What's the character's name? Who remembers the character's name? It's a very distinctive name. Tough as saddle leather. And was Katharine Hepburn in this too? Yes, Katharine Hepburn was in this. And yeah, Doctor, you got it. Rooster Cogburn. Wayne wore the eye patch on his good eye because it looked better on camera. Way to take it for the team, John. Very good. Yeah, there we go. True Grit, 1969. 1969. Katharine Hepburn, Rooster Cogburn. You got it all. All right, top 8 now. Now we're going to go back to 1959 for this one, okay? 1959. We've mentioned it. We have mentioned it. A sheriff, a drunk, and a kid walk into a jail. Beginning of a joke, right? The town's outlaws want their boss released. It sounds like the story of every Western we've ever watched. Tension builds as they hold the line inside the jailhouse. Now, this is the one with Dean Martin and Ricky Nelson. They joined the posse. Wayne plays Sheriff John T. Chance. calm and coiled. Calm and coiled. He looks calm and coiled right there. Now, who remembers this one? Doctor. Thank you for that, Doctor. It's always good to have a doctor in the house to give us that bit of color. Stuart for the team. Very good. Stuart got it. It is Rio Bravo. Rio Bravo. Now, we didn't mention it earlier because we already did the one that was kind of a sequel to Rio Bravo, right? Rio Bravo. This film was Howard Hawks' rebuttal to High Noon, showcasing self-reliance and old-school grit. There you go. All right, number 7. Now, this is going back. I think this one was even black and white. This is 1948. And this isn't your dad's Cattle Drive movie. It's quite a bit dark. Wayne, no, because it's in black and white. Wayne clashes with Montgomery Clift in a power struggle. Now, was that before Montgomery Clift had the accident where he got the scar? I can't remember. Now, he plays a man obsessed with control and legacy. Now, the cinematography is as sweeping as The Herd, but it's in black and white. His name is Thomas Dunson, driven and dangerous. Thomas Dunson. All right, Matteo's in the house. Not Stagecoach. Stuart! Stuart's taking a few for the team here. Thank you, Stuart. This was one of the first films to portray Wayne as morally ambiguous. A turning point in his career. Well, that was all the way back in 1948, so was he morally ambiguous from then on? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe so. I'm glad the gang's all here because we got some tough categories tonight. That's good. All right, number 6. Number 6. Now, this one has been mentioned already, too. A legendary gunfighter learns he's dying of cancer. This film is as much about Wayne as his character. It's quiet, somber, and surprisingly moving. All right. Doctor, run. You are correct. Features a young Ron Howard and a killer last showdown. There you go. Wayne plays J.B. Brooks, confronting the end of the line. There he is, confronting the end of the line with little Ronnie Howard. This was Wayne's final role. He passed away 3 years later, making the film an eerie farewell. It wasn't that little of Ronnie Howard. Medium-sized Ronnie Howard. The Shootist is correct. Shootist. 1976. 1976, the year I graduated from high school. 1976, the 200-year anniversary or bicentennial of the United States. There you go. Yeah, Stuart, you know how that works, Stuart. Part of the game. Part of the game. Number 5. Number 5. I'm giving you a chance to see the picture. Boot camp never looked so brutal or patriotic. Now, this is all the way back in 1949. Wayne trains a squad of rookies for Pacific combat. Pacific combat. He earned his first Oscar nomination for this role as Sergeant Stryker. That's a familiar name. He, he's tough. He's tough love personified. Yeah, yeah. It is. Doctor has the answer. But what was the actual name of the movie? It's a mixture of the words you got there, kind of, Doctor. Iwo Jima is in it. But it is kind of interesting because the actual name was Sands of Iwo Jima. The Sands of Iwo Jima. The film features actual footage from the real Iwo Jima landing, and that's blended drama and documentary. There it is. Yeah, yeah. You got it, Stuart. Sands of Iwo Jima. That is correct. Okay, top four. Top four. All right, this is the oldest one. Oldest one of the batch. 1939. I think this was the best picture of the year that year. A mismatched group journeys through hostile territory. The Ringo Kid spins his rifle and spins into stardom. The Ringo Kid. This once again is John Ford. John Ford's framing made Monument Valley iconic. This is the first time Monument Valley really got shown off. Yeah, there you go, Brad. We knew it was coming up. We knew it was coming up somewhere. Wayne's breakout as Ringo launched him into legend. And you're right, it is Stagecoach, 1939. Orson Welles watched Stagecoach over 40 times while he was preparing Citizen Kane. Learn something every day on Days After Dark. Yeah. Orson Welles watched it 40 times. Must have been good. We better watch it. Maybe we'll just turn on Stagecoach on YouTube some night. We'll watch it together. All right. Top three. Top three. Next one's 1962. Now, when the legend becomes fact, print the legend. A senator returns to a town with a buried past. It looks like the picture's kind of generic. Looks like a cowboy. Wayne, you gotta listen to the clues. Wayne and Jimmy Stewart spar over justice and myth. The story unfolds in flashback and deep regret. Now, Wayne plays Tom Donovan, the man behind the myth. Now, this was shot in black and white to emphasize nostalgia. And it is one of John Ford's most introspective films. 1962. All right. You got it. Good. Very good. Very good. The man who shot Liberty Valance. It's correct. And the robots have it number 3. Must be good. All right, that only leaves 2. And so I've seen the top 2 answers up there before. Number 2. Obsession burns as hot as the Texas sun. A girl is kidnapped. Her uncle won't stop searching. Wayne plays a man you admire and you fear. Years pass, hatred festers, and the landscapes are awesome. He's Ethan Edwards, unforgettable and unsettling. It's the other one. The other one, Sandra. It's the other one. Obsession burns hot as the Texas sun. A girl is kidnapped. Wayne plays a man you admire and you fear. Ethan Edwards. Frequently ranked among the greatest films ever made. It influenced directors from Scorsese to Spielberg. Don't have it yet, huh? 1956. There you go, Madhu. And yeah, I've seen, it's like most of you have written this answer up there sometime tonight. You are correct. Madhu with the searchers. Frequently ranked among the greatest films ever. All right, Sandra, what's that leave? Number one. 1952. Number one John Wayne movie. No cowboys, just green hills and Irish tempers. Cool. Now, a retired boxer returns to his roots in Ireland. Ooh, another Maureen O'Hara movie. Romance brews with the fiery. She's always fiery. Fiery. Maureen O'Hara. Fists fly, but not for the reasons you expect. Yes, Sandra, you are correct. Wayne plays Sean Thornton, brawler with a heart. And he is the Quiet Man. Quiet Man is correct, 1952. Now, this was filmed in lush Technicolor, and it won Mr. John Ford his fourth Best Director Oscar and remains a fan favorite outside of the Western genre. All right. Well, there's some John Wayne for you. That was fun. All right, you guys got them all, didn't you? I think you did. Well, maybe not. Might have stumped you a couple. Not much. Might have stumped you a couple. All right, there you go. See what I'm talking about? The little videos are getting better and better, aren't they? And that's all just a result of, the AI video software getting better and better. So there you go. All right, guys. Well, who's up for a lightning round? I don't know. Do you like the lightning rounds? I don't really care tonight because you're going to get one whether you like them or not. But you think about that a little bit. Okay, we're going to do lightning rounds, and there's two parts. And this is the top comedians through the decades. So the first lightning round will be 25 comedians, and the second round will be 25 other comedians. And they're in no particular order. So they just pop up at different dates and things. And let's see how many of these 25 comedians you can get in 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes. Alrighty. Well, between the team, what'd you get? 90% of them? I think you got 90% of them, didn't you? I'm pretty sure. All right, guys, you ready for round two? Now, this is going to be the top celebrity chefs. Now, this is a best of segment that we did, I don't know, 4 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. And the clues have been all rewritten, of course, and we've been made some other improvements to it. So anyway, hopefully you'll like it. And let's see how you do. Remember, top celebrity chefs, you're going to know about half of them, and the other half are going to be kind of hard. So good luck. All right, you know the rules. Robots paint. You guess. And I try to trick you along the way. Now, once again, this is going to be the top 20 celebrity chefs of all time. So most of the time, these are guys who have had TV shows and things, or very famous for restaurants, okay? So think about that. Number 20. The first couple are going to be hard. This gentleman made soy glazed salmon feel right at home on American dinner tables. This chef's TV debut helped spotlight fusion cuisine in the late 90s. He's fluent in Mandarin, French, and fast knife work. He's known for merging Asian flavors and French techniques. Now here's the key clip. He's the host of something called Simply Ming and pioneer of East-West fusion. Anybody know what this is? Doctor, you're close. Ballpark. This gentleman's name is Ming Tsai. Ming Tsai, is that sound familiar to anybody? Tsai, Ming Tsai. Tsai was once a Yale squash star before heating up in the culinary world. I wouldn't have taken him for a squash star. I would take him for more, squishing the squash. Benny Hahn is a good guess. Incorrect. Ming Tsai. All right, number 19. Like I said, there's going to be a few that are going to be kind of a learning experience. Remember, we're supposed to learn something tonight. Number 19. Now, this is going back in time. This is maybe our oldest one. The second oldest one. 1935 was when this gentleman was born. And he trained under the same roof as Charles de Gaulle's personal chef. He turned down the White House to cook for the American public instead. His TV warmth. Now, he had one of the first TV chefs. This is the first TV chef. His TV warmth and French precision are unmistakable. He's often seen whipping up meals alongside Julia Child. Who had the Ming? His answer just comes in a little later. Very good. So, Doctor, you're close. You're close. Think of another French name. This is one of the first TV chefs. This French master made deboning a chicken look like a ballet. He painted many of his cookbook covers himself. Artistry. Now, he could have asked me and the robots to paint it. This was Jacques Pepin. Okay? All right, you know this guy. Number 18. This is an American TV guy. Known for his catchphrases and Creole. You can hear him yelling "Bam!" from a mile away. Bam! He brought Louisiana heat to the Food Network. His show blended entertainment and serious culinary chops. A celebrity chef who made America love. Yeah, bam! So, Nadu, you're on the right track. That's definitely not his name, but kind of sounds like. Sounds like. Sounds like Emerald de la Casa. And yeah, Sandra, it sounds like that too. It sounds like your name too. There. And that's much closer, Sandra. Much closer. Much closer. Before TV, Mr. Lagasse turned Commander's Palace in New Orleans into fine dining sensation. So his name was Emerald. Emerald. Bam! Emerald Lagasse. Okay, you kind of had that one. We're gonna give you partial credit. All right, this was a woman. Cooking in silk robes. She made it look normal. Now, she was a journalist turned into a chef. And she made indulgence intellectual. She authored bestsellers like How to Be a Domestic Goddess. She's the domestic goddess lady. This is the domestic goddess lady. Okay? Anybody remember that? Her soothing narration became iconic on the food TV. She's known for her sensual, relatable approach to home cooking. No, this isn't Rachel Ray. Not Rachel Ray. That is a woman cook. Oh, you had that. This is the domestic goddess lady. This is before Rachel. She's not that old though. She was born in 1960. Any other guesses? The recipes often prioritize comfort and pleasure over perfection. A delicious philosophy. This lady's name was Nigella Lawson. Nigella, the domestic goddess. All right. Well, she wasn't that well known. All right, you gotta know this one though. Now, this guy was born in 1949, and he cooked for Hollywood's elite, and then fed them pizza. He is the man behind Spago and modern California cuisine. His smoked salmon pizza broke all the rules. Yeah, Nigella was English. Cool. I didn't know that, but good to know. We always appreciate extra facts when the team can bring them. Yes, Doctor. Very good. Very good. This is the Wolfgang. He made fine dining cool in LA before it was a thing. Austrian-born chef who conquered the American palate. Yeah, Wolfgang Puck. I've been to a bunch of his restaurants nowadays. He was one of the first big Vegas restaurateurs. He opened a lot of his restaurants in Las Vegas, and that's probably where I went to most of them. Used to be kind of a Vegas guy. I think I've mentioned that before. Always lived kind of close. Puck has catered the Oscars, the Governor's Ball for over 25 years. But he's never served the same menu twice. There you go. All right, Stuart's just bringing the facts. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, Stuart. It is an educational experience tonight. We do appreciate extra facts. If you can bring them, bring them. All right, another old guy, 1956. You should know his last name, though. He's pretty famous. He holds more Michelin stars than a galaxy. Lots of restaurants. His cuisine is precise, elegant, and unmistakably French. He's the French restaurant guy. From Paris to Tokyo, his restaurant set the gold standard. He trained under legends and then became one. And he is known for reshaping cuisine into a global empire. This is not, hey Solomon, this is not Pablo Escobar. Although, not a bad guess. Not a bad guess. Yeah, beggars and mash or peas. That sounds like British food. Oh, and it kind of looks like Colonel Sanders. It kind of does. But it's not. This is somebody more famous. This is the Michelin star guy, the French restaurant guy, and his name is Alain Ducasse. Anybody remember Ducasse? Ducasse. Okay. Let's get an American guy. 14. Now, this is interesting. I like Spanish Mexican food. He's a gringo fluent in mole, salsa, and Spanish. He turned Midwestern America onto authentic Mexican food, real Mexican food. His restaurant, Lobampo, is a Chicago institution. Everybody been there? Lobampo in Chicago. He won Top Chef Masters and he does it with Oaxacan flair. The Oaxacan style food. American guy. Won Top Chef Masters with the Oaxacan thing. He's known for respecting and preserving indigenous Mexican cuisine. There you go. He once hosted a PBS show entirely in Spanish to better connect with the Mexican culture. He's an American guy, though. Salvador Dali. That's a good one. We should do a painters. Not John Rodriguez. Not George Lopez. That's a good answer. Not Chef Boyardee. And not Geraldo Rivera. This is an American guy. Rick Bayless. Who knew? Sounds like he makes good food, though. Okay, now this is a name that's in the news a lot for his philanthropic ventures. Number 13. A tapas master. He's the tapas guy turned global humanitarian. His food is Spanish, but his impact is worldwide. This is the guy who created World Central Kitchen to serve meals during crises. He has cooked in war zones, hurricanes, and refugee camps. He is a chef who wields a frying pan like a rescue tool. Now, he's also famous for his restaurant. And there he is holding some carrots. Cool picture. It does sound kind of like El Cid, doesn't it? This is a restaurateur and a chef. He's a top chef, but he's a humanitarian. I know. Tip of the tongue. He was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Proof that cooking can be revolutionary. Nobel Peace Prize. You should remember him. This is Mr. Jose Andres. Joaquin Phoenix is not a cook. not a chef. All right, they get harder, then they get easier, then they get harder, then they get easier. Okay, here we go. Number 12. This is one of the harder ones. Now, she does grandma-style Italian cooking, but it was a PBS hit show. Grandma-style Italian cooking. She's a queen of risotto, gnocchi, and warmth. Probably not saying that right. She turned family recipes into a culinary empire. She frequently teams up with her children in business and TV. Now, her roots trace back to Istria, then part of Italy, now part of Croatia. All right, anybody remember this lady who did the Italian cooking show on PBS? Not Sophia Petrello. No, not her. Not her. Somebody different. She was a refugee as a child, which shaped her appreciation for food, family, and tradition. So she's the tradition lady. Martha Stewart's a good answer, but incorrect. And Rosella. I mean, that sounds like the right kind of thing, right? Italian. Incorrect. This lady's name was Lydia Bastianich. Or she's still alive, I think. Lydia Bastianich. There she is. Got a big show. All right, you know this guy. This guy's still big in the celebrity chef world. Most of the rest of them are going to be. Number 11. His hair is frosted, his shirts are flames, and his vibe is spicy. A cross-country diner detective with a taste for greasy gold. He is the host of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, aka the Flavortown Express. All right, you guys got that one. Madhu, Brad. That's correct. You are correct. Anybody been to his restaurant in Vegas or elsewhere? I've been to his burger place in Vegas. I can't remember the name of that one. Brad, you remember the name of the Vegas one? And of course, he is from Santa Rosa, which I used to live up that way as well in Sonoma, and he has a winery and stuff. That's where he's from. Guy Fieri. Guy Fieri. Fieri has quietly raised millions for restaurant workers and disaster relief. His philanthropy is as bold as his nacho cheese sauce. I know he was in quite the battles with the city of Santa Rosa over his proposed winery. You know, wineries have traffic issues and things. So then he wants him to improve the road all the way out to his house, you know, stuff like that. Typical development stuff. Top 10. Top 10. Here we go. You've heard of this guy? If it's on a grill, he's probably challenged someone to a cook-off. He's a Food Network staple with a swagger to match his spicy rubs. He's known for Throwdown and Iron Chef America. He helped popularize bold Southwestern flavors nationwide. That sounds good. I love that Southwest stuff. He's as competitive as he is culinary. All right, you guys kind of knew that one. Madhu again, and Sandra. Very good. Very good. Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay. He was one of the first chefs to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. There you go. First star. Ricky Bobby. He looks like a Ricky Bobby kind of. And if anybody that goes by Bobby, you know. The one with Ricky Bobby? What was that? Oh, that was the stock car racing, right? Ricky Bobby. This is Bobby Flay, though. Different guy. All right, I think you're gonna know most of the recipes. Let's see. Let's see. Number 9. Yeah, he's mug guy. Now this guy yells a lot, but he cooks better. His temper is famous, but so are his Michelin stars. From Hell's Kitchen to Master Chef, he's built a culinary empire. Now, he trained under Marco Pieri White before going global. Yes, very good. So, Brad got it first, but Stuart has the slow internet. So even though Stuart got it second, maybe we'll give him the nod. And Stuart knows him because he's a Brit. This British chef turned shouting into a brand. There you go. Shouting into a brand. Off screen, Ramsay runs dozens of top-tier restaurants and is known for mentoring young chefs. Minus the insult. He's definitely known for the insults, though, right? That's definitely how he's known. Gordon Ramsay. Born in 1966. Scottish. Part of the British Commonwealth. Is that right? Am I right on that? No. Part of UK. All right. Number 8. Now, this guy's going back a bit. 1903 and it passed in 1985. Okay, so we're going to set the time frame there. And long before TikTok recipes, this man was American food. He wrote, this is the cookbook guy. He wrote over 20 cookbooks and taught a generation of chefs. His legacy is so massive, it became an award. He's known for championing fresh, regional American ingredients. He is the original dean of American cookery. So this is the old American cook guy. And yeah, Colonel Sanders would be a good, it's a good guess. Now, this guy was openly gay at a time when that flew under the radar. His honesty and influence helped reshape both food and culture. Now, obviously, he did some TV shows, and he's the cookbook guy. 20 cookbooks, all American cookery. And he taught all kinds of chefs. And they named the award after him, and his name is James Beard. James Beard. I didn't know that either. Now, we did mention the next guy. As I recall, we mentioned him because Gordon Ramsay learned from this guy. He is the youngest chef to earn 3 Michelin stars, and then he gave them all back. He's a bit of an eccentric. An intense perfectionist who mentored Gordon Ramsay. And he actually terrified Gordon Ramsay. This is where Gordon Ramsay got it from. He's British, he's brooding, and he's brutally honest. He's dubbed the first celebrity chef of the UK. And Stuart knows. Stuart definitely knows. Very good. Samuel Jackson's a good answer in general. That's a good name. That's a strong name. Let's see. His kitchen was legendary for both brilliance and breakdowns. At the height of his fame, he famously walked away from it, saying he'd done everything he set out to do. So he quit. This is the guy who quit early, quit at the top of his game. Marco Pierre White. Michael Pierre White. Quit at the top of his game. There he is, an eccentric. Got Gordon Ramsay everything he knows. All right, you know this next guy. Number 6. He showed us the world through a kitchen lens. He started with a show called Kitchen Confidential and ended with Global Reverence. His travel shows mixed food and with politics, culture, and humanity. He is a chef turned philosopher. Madhu! Very good. Very good, Madhu. He's known for fearlessly exploring places others wouldn't. And despite never earning Michelin stars, Mr. Bourdain influenced millions through honesty, empathy, and storytelling. Yeah, Anthony Bourdain. So Anthony Bourdain is what I would call empathy personified. Yeah. And that might have been what got it. Well, perhaps too empathetic. I guess we shouldn't criticize. You know. Yes, that story. 1956 and passed in 2018. Anthony Bourdain. All right, top 5. Here we go. Top 5. Now she brought beef bourguignon, am I saying that right? Beef bourguignon into American homes with a smile. She towered above her countertops. She's a tall lady and the competition. She is the French chef who became an instant PBS classic. She made mistakes on camera and laughed right through them. Yes. Let's see. Everybody had it. Who had it first? King's in the house. Hey, King, welcome. I didn't see you there. But he came in with the right answer, and then everybody else got it too. Do you guys remember the Saturday Night Live skit with Dan Aykroyd played Julia Child? I think. And you know, she's known for having little accidents in the kitchen and making mistakes and that sort of thing. And he chops off her fingers or something in the skit. Something, and the blood's just going everywhere. Funniest skit. Julia Child worked for the OSS during World War II before finding her true calling in the kitchen. There you go. She was a spook. Bass-o-matic. All right, number 4. Number 4. Nah, I never heard of this guy, but you know, maybe you guys did. Quiet precision meets culinary poetry. These are the top 4 chefs, according to the robot. This is the man behind the French Laundry and another restaurant called Per Se. This is the French Laundry guy. Not Gavin Newsom. He's also known for the French Laundry. This guy's revered for technique, consistency, and obsession with quality. He mentored a generation of elite chefs. He's considered America's greatest living fine dining chef. guys know. Badoo. You can't say spook relative to a race. You can you can say spook relative to a spy. Maybe not on you. You may be right. Anyway, Matthew has it. Thomas Keller is right. Keller advised on the film Ratatouille and even created the signature dish for Remy. There you go. Nice one. All right, top 3. All guys I've never heard of. No. Number 2 I have heard of. Number 3, I don't know who this is. Good luck. Foam spheres and edible air. He revolutionized modern cuisine through science and artistry. He led El Bulli, the most innovative restaurant of its time. El Bulli. He helped pioneer molecular gastronomy. Spanish, experimental, and brilliantly bizarre. Sounds cool. El Bulli only opened for 6 months a year, and it still had a wait list of over 1 million requests. So this is the artist cook, and he had this restaurant called El Bulli. It's very popular. Spanish experimental. Anybody know? No? Looks good though. Whatever he's eating there looks pretty good. Ferran Adria. Anybody? That sound familiar to anybody? Ferran Adria. Number 3 according to the robots. They like that El Bulli place. All right, top 2. Here we go. Both kind of throwbacks. Okay. This guy was born in 26 and passed in 2018. And he is very well known in the culinary world. Nouvelle cuisine owes its soul to this man. He is the one who elevated French cooking with lighter, more elegant presentations. His Lyon-based restaurants, Lyon, that's place, restaurants trade, not the animal, legions of future stars. He created the Culinary Olympics. He's known as the Pope of French gastronomy. His image is stamped into the French culinary history literally. He appeared on the postage stamps and the coins. Famous French guy. Biggest French guy. Biggest modern French chef. How about Paul Bocuse? Paul Bocuse. That sound right? Anybody remember him? He's got a bunch of those medals around his neck there. Paul Bocuse. All right. Now we're down to the number 1, and this, now, you gotta go back in time. This is an old chef. This guy was born in 1846, and he passed away in 1935. He's famous, though. He didn't invent cuisine, but he organized it. He designed the brigade system still used in kitchens today. So, the whole organization of the chef and the sous chef and all that stuff. That's this guy. He codified the mother sauces. and streamlined French recipes. So he organized all those sauces. Sounds like he was quite the saucier. He served royalty, he ran hotels, and he rewrote the culinary rule book. This is not Chef Boyardee, but that is a darn good guess. And it is not Pellegrino Artusi either. This is the king of chefs and the chef of kings. He once helped orchestrate a dinner for over 500 guests in the middle of the Savoy Hotel burning down. This guy's name was Auguste Escoffier. Escoffier. I'm probably not saying that in French properly. Auguste Escoffier. Oh, you had it, King. Very good. Thank you. All righty. Well, that was a little bit hard, but it was fun. It was fun anyway. All right. So, you guys ready for round 2 of the Comedians Through the Decades lightning round? So, we got the team all here. So, I would think you guys can get the rest of these. There's 25 of them in 2 minutes. So, you guys ready? Go. Righty. I don't know. Between the team, we got most of those, didn't we? I think you got most of them. George Carlin, you bet. Robin Williams, Freddie Prinze. Yeah. Anyway, you got them all. Okay. We're going to do round 3. Now, this is probably mostly harder, but there are some easy ones in here too. Now, this is tragic actresses is what we call the category, right? So this is famous actresses, mostly through the golden age, some even a little older than that. No modern actresses, but Hollywood actresses who had some tragedy kind of take over their lives. And so that's what we're going to be looking for. If you have to explain it too much, that's probably a sign. Probably a sign. All right, here we go. Right now, you guys, by now, I think you know the rules. Around here, the robots do the painting. That means you do the guessing, and I give the clues along the way. And once again, we're going to do the top 20 tragic Hollywood actresses. And some of them are a little obscure, but maybe there's some Hollywood experts in the room. King, maybe. Let's go. All right, number 20. A rising star in the early 1940s, she earned an Oscar nomination. Oscar nominee? A hunting accident abruptly ended her career momentum. She remained hopeful and even took on wheelchair roles. After that, she was paralyzed from the hunting accident. Her health and marriage deteriorated over time. And not Olivia de Havilland. Good guess, though. That's the right time period. That's actually even a little older. She died tragically young at the age of only 31. A life cut short too soon. Say King, very good. Mia Khalifa. We're not doing porn. Not doing porn, doctor. All right. That's right, Susan Peters. Susan Peters. Peters tried to return to acting post-injury, becoming a symbol of perseverance, even as the system offered little support. There you go, Susan Peters. Yeah, very good. You think we should do that category? Top 20 porn actresses of all time? I'm not sure that would get us many YouTube ratings. All right, number 19. Number 19. She was once married to Charlie Chaplin. Glamorous and witty, she thrived in the 30s and the 40s. This is going back even further. Her roles declined amid personal controversies. She was often viewed through the lens of her relationships. Despite wealth and talent, she faded from the spotlight. So I love this picture, though. It looks like she doesn't have anything on under there, but there's actually a thin top. You didn't need to know that, did you? She was once married to Charlie Chaplin. Big in the 30s and 40s. She faded. She faded. She was a contender to play Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. Oh, Madhu! Very good, Madhu. You got it. That is correct. This is Paulette Goddard. Paulette Goddard. Though largely forgotten today, she was a close contender to play Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. Paulette, there she is. You go. She'd be old today. She was born in 1910. I think you know this lady. She is a blonde bombshell discovered at a soda fountain. She made waves in melodramas and noir classics. There's the noir, part of our channel. Her personal life often made more headlines than her films. A notorious scandal involved her teenage daughter and a gangster. No, this is the actress. This is not Marilyn Monroe. This is the actress whose daughter ended up stabbing her boyfriend because her boyfriend was a gangster and he was bad. And her daughter, and there was a huge trial. Doctor, you are correct. Who remembers the boyfriend's name? Anybody remember the daughter's name was Cheryl Crane. Cheryl Crane. And the abusive boyfriend was a gangster, and his name was? Who remembers Lana Turner's gangster boyfriend who met a tragic end? Johnny Stompanato. Johnny Stompanato, Lana Turner. There you go. All right, see, the stories all kind of unwind. I kind of like this one because, I'm kind of into art. I'm kind of an artiste. And this was at Andy Warhol's muse. And she also became an it girl of the 1960s. So she was seen everywhere with Andy Warhol. Her fame came from the factory films, not traditional Hollywood. So she definitely was Andy Warhol's muse. She embodied both the allure and the dangers of fame. Addiction and instability plagued her brief adult life. Now, unfortunately, she died of a barbiturate overdose at the age of 28. 28. Oh, you guys know this one. She looks a lot like Twiggy. She does. She does look like Twiggy. But King and Doctor know this one. This is Edie. Edie Sedgwick. Edie Sedgwick. Now, in this category, make sure you watch the little videos at the end because, like I said, they're getting better and better. and Edie's is cool at the end. So yeah, Andy Warhol's muse, Edie Sedgwick. Though not a golden age actress, Edie's story became a cautionary tale. Cautionary tale. There she is. Now this one's old, going back in time. This actress was born in 1898 and passed in 1937. This was a silent era actress. She made audiences laugh during the silent era. Talkies didn't treat her career kindly, though. She must have had a bad voice. Depression and drinking took a tragic toll. Now here's the cautionary tale. She died alone and penniless in Hollywood, and tabloids sensationalized her death. Silent film star. Her tragic end prompted reform. Hollywood began the motion picture and television country house for aging and struggling actors. So yeah, when you got too old and they weren't going to put you in any more movies, they'd put you in the country house. That's pretty funny, actually. Not Louise Brooks, not Phyllis Diller. This is way before Phyllis Diller. This lady's name was Marie Prevost. I have a French name, Prevost. Marie Prevost. Anybody? No? The country house for aging actresses. All right, now this is another actress that was right when it changed from silent film to talkies, okay? And this is the original It girl. The original one, first one. And she was a box office phenomenon. Put her name on the movie and it sells. Her stardom was meteoric. But so was her decline. She struggled with mental illness and Hollywood gossip. Unfortunately, the talkies revealed her strong Brooklyn accent, which the studios didn't go for the Brooklyn accent. She vanished from the spotlight by the 1930s. Oh, you know this one. Dr. King. Hang on to that, Sandra. Caroline got to be in here somewhere. I would think. I would think. Doctor, you're right. Clara Bow King. You guys both got it. Bow once received over 45,000 fan letters in a single month. An early sign of how celebrity can overwhelm a person. Can you imagine trying to answer 45,000 fan letters? There she is. Clara. All right. All right. That takes us to number 4. Now you probably know this one. She was the first black actor to win an Oscar of any kind. Yet she faced segregation at her own movie premiere. She couldn't sit with the rest of the actors. She was often cast in stereotypical mammy roles. She was criticized by both Hollywood and activists. Both sides of the coin, both got mad at her. Makes sense. She was barred from being buried in the Hollywood cemetery. Sounds like racism still was going strong. Yeah, very good, King. Very good. This is Hattie McDaniel. And she won the Best Supporting Actress for Gone with the Wind, Brad. You are correct. You're correct. But she faced a lot of racism throughout her career, and that's the tragedy. In 2021, nearly 70 years after her death, she died relatively young. She died at the age of 50, I think. In 2021, nearly 70 years after her death, efforts began to move her memorial to the cemetery that once denied her. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Moving her body, is that a good thing? Yes, that's a good thing. There she is, Patty. All right. Number 13. Number 13 is a 1940s beauty with a soft voice and a powerful presence. She started acting in her teens and peaked young. She tried to stage a comeback later in her career, but she died in a house fire while watching one of her old films. That's a weird story. A literal flame took a rising phoenix down. Couldn't make a comeback when she got older. She was staying with her former secretary when the fire broke out. A cruel twist in an already tragic arc. Very good, King. You know these tragic stories. These Hollywood tragedies. Linda Darnell. Born in 1923 and passed in 1965. Yeah, King knows the movie stuff. He knows the old movie stuff. We'll do some more old movie stuff. Give King more of a chance to shine. All right, I got another old actress for you. I got another old washed up actress for you. From promising actress to scandal sheet regular, her relationships often eclipsed her talent. She battled addiction, jail time, that's cool, and homelessness. Hollywood abandoned her quickly. Now, why didn't she get to go to the country home? Wonder what happened there. Now, she died at only the age 39. and she was barely recognizable from her film debut. So she's the classic example of the Hollywood system that spits out their aging actors. She's the poster child for Hollywood spitting out their aging actresses. Who is this? Died at 39. Alcohol, drugs. Her posthumous memoir, I Am Not Ashamed, points a harrowing portrait of a system that chews women up. Not Elizabeth Taylor. Not Elizabeth Taylor. This was a gal named Barbara Payton. Is that familiar to anybody? Barbara Payton. I think she dated everybody. She was big in the day. Barbara Payton. There you go. There's another entertaining story coming up. Number 11. All right. Now this lady was brilliant. She was rebellious and utterly unmanageable by the studios. She was declared mentally ill and institutionalized against her will. Back in the day, you could do that. Rumors of abuse in the asylum haunt her legacy. Hollywood's machinery labeled her difficult. Now, yeah, you got it, Sandra. Very good. So, yeah, I heard that she actually got a lobotomy. But she was in that it kind of worked a little bit. I should not laugh. Her story inspired songs, books, and a Jessica Lange film. But the truth remains as heartbreaking as the myths. Yeah, and you are correct. Frances Farmer was her name. Frances Farmer. Attractive lady and crazy as the day is long. Back when they used to have the cool, insane asylums, the big institutional buildings that had a kind of a gothic architecture, back in the good old days. What was the TV series that was the follow-up to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Anybody see that? Forget what that was called. TV series? Anyway, number 10, top 10 tragic stories coming up. Now, this lady was known as the Mexican Spitfire for her fiery roles. She was one of the first Latin American stars in Hollywood. But her personal life was tabloid fodder. She died by suicide at the peak of scandal and heartbreak. Not Rita Moreno. This is well before Rita Moreno. King knows the story. Tell us the story, King. Myths about her death often overshadow her trailblazing work. The robots won't tell us some of the real dirt. This is the OpenAI ChatGPT robot. That's right, Lupe Velez. Velez's impact on they even use the term Latinx. On Latinx representation in early Hollywood is often forgotten amid morbid urban legends. So I may switch to have Grok help me with clues. So look for that in the future. We might go to Grok. Although, ChatGPT writes mostly good ones. Just occasionally a little, too sensitive. All right, number 9, sensitive topic. A comedic actress with a quick wit and a wide smile. She worked alongside the Marx Brothers and Laurel and Hardy. Unfortunately, she was found dead in her car under mysterious circumstances. I think this story is kind of mixed with some other stories of other people in the movie Babylon. Official cause, carbon monoxide poisoning, but doubts linger. Her death remains one of the old Hollywood's most whispered about mysteries. She owned a popular Hollywood cafe, making her a rare female entrepreneur. Sure. Very good. You are correct. You know the story. Anyway, I think they kind of combine her story with other parts in the movie Babylon. Yeah. Thelma Todd. Thelma Todd is correct. There you go. There she is. All right, now this next one's an interesting story. Number 8. She's known by one haunting title. She is the Hollywood sign girl. She only appeared in one film before she ended up taking her own life. She jumped from the H in the Hollywood Land sign before they just shortened it to Hollywood, after she lost hope of getting more parts. Her body was found by a hiker, and a suicide note was found by police. King! Very good. She symbolized the broken promises of stardom. Yeah, that's a definite symbol. When you jump your death from the H in the Hollywood sign. Peg. Come on. Ironically, a letter offering her a major film role arrived the day after her death. That's all we needed. I didn't need that part of the story. Didn't need that part of the story. Peg Entwistle. Cool last name, huh? Entwistle. Peg Entwistle. There she is. Hey. Yeah. Sad story. All right, number 7. Sandra. She is the queen of screwball comedy and a World War II patriot. She was also married to Clark Gable in a love story for the ages. Yes, Sandra. Unfortunately, she died in a plane crash returning from a war bond rally. She was only 33 years old, and she was definitely at the height of her fame. Storybook romance. And yeah, supposedly this is what Clark Gable never fully recovered from her death. Never. Carol Lombard is correct. Yeah, that's one of the sad stories, huh? Her last act was one of service, raising millions for war effort before her tragic life. There she is. Now, I am working on a long-form video of this whole thing where we'll have, a couple minutes on each one of these ladies with lots of new AI video. And that'll show up on our other channel, the Caves After Dark Archive channel. If you've never visited that, make sure you do that. Hey, Rob, what's going on, man? Number 6. Number 6. Now, this was the first black woman nominated for the Best Actress Academy Award. And Hollywood gave her a milestone, but not a future. She faced a lot of racism in life and in work and even in her death. Financial hardship and heartbreak defined her later years. And later is a relative term. This is not Josephine Baker. She died at 42 under ambiguous circumstances. I like that. Ambiguous circumstances. Now, she was King's got it. She was a great singer, right? Incredible singer, and she was in movies, great actress, very talented, very talented. Ran with some of the wrong men, no doubt. Dorothy Dandridge is correct. Dorothy Dandridge. Dandridge paved the way for generations of actresses of color, but her career stalled while Hollywood evolved too slowly. There you go. Dorothy Dandridge. There she is. All right, top five. Top five tragic actresses. Seems like we've had a lot of tragedy already. I can't imagine five worse stories. Oh, I guess some of them are just more famous. Now, this lady is famous for her peekaboo hairstyle, which became a wartime sensation. All the actresses were wearing the same stuff. Stardom was swift, and so was her fall. Alcoholism and a troubled personal life ended her career early. Unfortunately, she died at the age of 50, and she had already been largely forgotten. All right, Doctor. Dr. beat King that time. Very good. It was the peekaboo hairstyle, right? Has a little bit of that porn actress look. Doctor. Veronica Lake is correct. Lake was once so popular, her hairstyle got blamed for workplace accidents among female factory workers. Oh. So factory workers would do the same hairstyle and get it stuck in the machines. Can you imagine? Oh my God. That's the tragedy here. Oh my gosh, we're going to have to do some research on that. That sounds horrible. There's a horror film involved in that story. Oh my goodness. Okay, top four. Woo, we can get sidetracked. Platinum blonde bombshell of the 1930s. She's all white here, platinum. She radiated sexuality and innocence in equal measures. Now, this lady died at just 26 years old from kidney failure. Fans were devastated. Many refused to believe it. But it was natural causes. Hollywood lost its first true blonde icon. Yeah, there you go. Everybody's got it. Dr. Madhu. Not Brad. It kind of looks like Mae Westlaw, doesn't it, Brad? King. Sandra. This is Jean Harlow. Jean Harlow. Her funeral was arranged by Clark Gable again and attended by hundreds. So I think she was dating Clark Gable. So Clark Gable had a way with women, didn't he? Yeah, he had the young blondes that just didn't last. Anyway, there's rumors about why she died. But anyway, it was... her mom was like a publicist or something. Part of the story. That's part of the story. Yeah, pretty lady. Jean Harlow. There you go. All right, top three. Top three. Definitely the three most famous ladies on our list. Now, this gal was one of the most glamorous stars of the 1940s. Her image was plastered in soldiers' lockers during World War II. She was a pinup girl. Unfortunately, she was married 5 times, including once to Orson Welles and Prince. Her later years were marked by confusion and isolation. Not Sophia Loren. Kind of looks like Sophia Loren. Sophia Loren, isn't she still alive? Or did she just pass recently? Not Ava Gardner. I love Ava Gardner. Woo. Love me some Ava Gardner. Diagnosed with Alzheimer's before it was widely understood. Madou! Not Brigitte Bardot. In that picture, her mouth kind of looks like Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot. Not her. Rita Hayworth is correct. Everybody's getting it now. Madou, King, Stewart. Rita Hayworth, her diagnosis helped bring attention to the disease, changing how Hollywood viewed aging stars. So there you go. Kind of a mixed bag. Not all tragic, but kind of tragic. Kind of a mixed bag. Top two. Top 2 tragic actresses. We know them both very well. America's sweetheart with a voice that could shake mountains. She grew up on studio diets, pills, and endless pressure. A little alcohol too. Her performances were legendary, but so were her struggles. A string of failed marriages and even financial woes haunted her. And she died of a barbiturate overdose at only the age of 47. Judy! Madou, Stewart, Sandra, King, there you go. This is a young picture. Doesn't look like Judy Garland. Kind of does. Garland was once so overworked during The Wizard of Oz that she was only allowed black coffee and cigarettes between takes. So yeah, the story goes, right, that the studio just drove her insane. Yeah. Judy Garland. Tragic story from Hollywood. She's definitely one of the top 2. There you go. I can't imagine who's left for number 1. I can't imagine who it is. Can you? No, I can't imagine. She is the ultimate Hollywood icon. And its ultimate tragedy, both. Her beauty hid lifelong battles with mental health. She was married to Joe DiMaggio and Arthur Miller. Yet she was always searching for stability. Her death remains the subject of speculation and of sorrow. She was a symbol of fame's brutal underside. Of course, Norma Jean, Marilyn Monroe, Stewart got it first. Sandra, Madou, King. Right. Marilyn Monroe was one of the first stars to start her own production company. Her tragedy isn't just how she died, but how much more she could have done in her career. There you go. Definitely. Definitely true. All right. You guys like that category okay? Seems like we did okay on that one. chefs maybe were a little hard. There she is, Marilyn. Shake it. Now brought back to life by AI, of course. First issue of Playboy. There you go. You're right. A lot of firsts. Heck of a lot of firsts. Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun, huh? Pretty fun. All right. So what do I got? Got next show. When is that? Sunday? Sunday? So it should be pretty good. Oh, it says Wednesday, 8/6, but this is the next one. This will be on Sunday, right? Today's Wednesday, isn't it? Help me out, gang. Today's Wednesday, so Sunday, which is the 10th. Okay, I got to correct the poster. It's the 10th, and it's going to be top album covers. So that should be a pretty fun one, right? Should be very artistic, very graphic. And then top celebrity couples, and then some sort of bonus round. So we'll come up with a bonus round for that. Yeah. And then Stuart, for the next one, next Wednesday, I got lined up already. What do I got for next Wednesday? Robert De Niro. next a week from today. Week from today, Robert De Niro. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the replay, Rob. You know, this is a podcast. Actually, the way it works is, the live shows are available immediately, pretty much immediately for replay. You can always go back and watch them, but then I do edit them and upscale them and improve the sound, that kind of stuff, for the individual categories. And then those are reissued as my podcast. And those get reissued like, 3 or 4 weeks after we do the round, as an individual category and a podcast. And those are, like I said, edited where they're upscaled and the sound's improved and that sort of thing. So in case you didn't know that, that's the way the shows work. Anyway, so yeah, this is top album covers, top celebrity couples, and then we'll figure out what the bonus round is. And then a week from today, we'll do Robert De Niro in addition to some other things. What else is going on? Anybody got anything before we sign out of here? I got the compilation video, of course, I can play. Here we go. All right. Thank you guys again. I always appreciate your attendance and your participation in our game.
She struts alone. This bar's the place I call my home. I sip this swallow pride. Pretend the moonlight lights by my side. Tell me, was it ever real, or just a song you used to feel? I still burn. I still ache. I still whisper your name when I break. In this velvet room where memories bloom, I still wait for a shadow to take shape.